And one of the most enigmatic characters in the sport, won gold at the Sydney Olympics, really needs to impress after some really disappointing nights. Faces Martin Rogan, the Belfast taxi driver, won the first of our prize fighter knockout competitions and walked away with £25,000. We can join this from the start.
Fascinating clash of the big boys here at the XL. The underachieving, frustrating but huge southpaw Audley Harrison. 37 now still to live up to expectations against the hardened and aggressive prize fighter champion Martin Rogan. And Rogan could make this very interesting if he engages in toe-to-toe warfare with Harrison, makes him fight.
Well, that's what Rogan should be doing, taking the fight to Harrison. But Harrison does have good skills if he can get to use them.
Yep, an excellent amateur. And he's got a big height and reach advantages here. Technically, should be a league or two above Rogan. And he just walks into one there. The taxi driver from Belfast.
Well, Rogan can't be too long on the outside. That's where Harrison can use that huge, long southpaw jab. Rogan has to get past that jab, get inside and make life rough for Audley Harrison.
He is unbeaten, Martin Rogan, in 10 with 5 knockouts. But he's not fought in the same class and hasn't got the experience and knowledge that Harrison has.
Rogan's trying to throw the big right hand over the top.
He's getting in close, leaning on Harrison. That's where he wants it. Work his body. Harrison waits. And that's been a criticism. Lackluster so often.
Well, it's Harrison that's spoiling inside and holding on. Rogan trying to work, trying to get close to Harrison. But Harrison's got the center of the ring.
6'5" almost and 17 stone 10. The perfect physique for a heavyweight. Lands a left hand. A wry smile from Rogan, who showed such a chin and heart, driving his way to the £25,000 cash prize and trophy and prize fighter in April. But this is different. He's in with a classy operator in Audley Harrison. Whatever the critics say, there is talent.
Still Harrison not really throwing punches, just sticking that jab out. Looking a little bit stiff, Harrison.
Harrison slow back to his corner.
Give it away.
Tell Torrance, who looks after him.
Very good.
Buddy McGurn also offers assistance. Trains in Las Vegas, Audley Harrison. And he keeps telling us he will become a world champion.
Well, it was Rogan that tried to make the play in the opening round, landing with a right. Gets through with his own left hand there, Harrison. He got the center of the ring, just didn't do enough work, Audley Harrison.
Already, a word from Ian John Lewis, the referee, don't spoil it by holding. Well, the pressure's on Audley Harrison in the black trunks and black boots here at the XL. He keeps boasting and telling us that he will keep coming back and defy the critics. Even at 37, this is his 27th fight, and he just hasn't lit up the heavyweight scene. Now's the opportunity against the unbeaten Martin Rogan, whose style should play into Harrison's hands with the countering attacks, Glenn.
Yes, it should do, but Rogan is managing to move his head quite a bit, not allowing to be a standing tall. Walked onto a good left from Harrison there, though.
Yeah, quick shot and solid jabs from Audley Harrison. That's better. Putting the punches together well, and the uppercut gets in, and Rogan's got to just hold on. The danger shot from Harrison.
Yeah, but Harrison looking more focused, isn't he? Looking more intent on landing shots.
Left uppercut, and that hurt Rogan. And again, this is only the 32nd round of Rogan's professional career. He's cut as well, just underneath the right eye. These uppercuts are doing the damage. Audley Harrison feels like he may have found the answer already.
Now he's starting to unload Harrison, and this is a lot better than we've seen recently from
Body
Audley
shot.
Harrison.
Doubles the uppercut up. Brave from Rogan, who's trained so very hard for this. Former Olympic champion and a double ABA winner, Audley Harrison. You see, technically, he's always had something. That's the annoying thing.
Yeah, it looks like he's come to prove a point. Harrison thought he was unfairly criticised in his win over George Arias, and wants to put the record straight and do a bit of a job here on the prizefighter winner, Martin Rogan.
Yeah, the fans were on his case, weren't they, booing at the MEN in Manchester. Maybe a touch harshly at the beginning, blinking. Martin Rogan got a problem with that right eye, blood to the nose as well.
Well, this is where we'll see what the grit and determination of Rogan is really like when he's up against it with someone of the quality of Audley Harrison.
And he's 16-8, Rogan, giving away so much. He was the Irish amateur champion, but the pedigree and the strength and the talent is with Audley Harrison.
Harrison waiting for the uppercut with the left hand. Looks a little more tentative, doesn't he, Rogan?
Yeah, he was hurt in that round, which was a big one for Audley Harrison. Swung it back round in the second. Here's the third. Heavyweight match. And it's all out there for Audley Harrison, whose promoter Frank Warren, a long-time critic, now believes he can get him opportunities in the new year. European and maybe even world chances if he can make that statement against Rogan. But here comes the Irishman trying to do that. Take the battle to Harrison.
Well, Rogan, it was the right tactics from Eamon McGee, going there and rough him up. Be tough, and that's what he's going to try and do.
It's the round that Michael Sprott caught up with Audley Harrison with that huge shot. And there were plenty of critics who thought that was the end of Harrison in February 2007. But to be fair, he's knuckled down and he still wants to be a real success. Does he have the heart? Does he have everything in his arsenal to become that, though, Glenn?
Well, he was hurt with a little right hand. I think Audley there, he's just froze a bit and he's looking to hold. This is where Rogan needs to work, needs to try and get the uppercut going inside and let the shots go.
Work on him, son.
5 knockouts on the Rogan slate. The Irishman who bulldozed David Dolan, who was a good amateur himself in the final of Prize Fighter. Just wanted it so much that night. Nothing would deny him. Could it come down to this here?
He can't afford to stand off and be out-jabbed by Harrison. Harrison got too much skill for that. Rogan needs to get in, needs to use strength, grit, determination.
Just a little less in this session from Audley Harrison. does tend to switch off, doesn't he, Glenn? He puts a good combination in, which looks really classy, and then goes to sleep.
Yeah, he's better from long range, Audley. Once he gets his jab working, brings that left hand in, then he can look impressive. But he does often just not do enough and look a little bit negative.
Seeking out the uppercut again, Harrison. Thinks that will do more damage to Rogan on the way in. Stem the flow, Martin Rogan in the third. Harrison not quite as dominant, although better jabs at the end.
Get your arms away. Okay. Look here. You're looking for one punch. Yeah. Okay? One punch. Or do one punch. Get your jab away. Get your jab. Get your jab and your feint away. Once you go that center red, the jab and feint, just take a step around. Just step around this way.
Del Torrance, who worked under the great Eddie Futch. Good trainer from the States. See there, Rogan's thrown more, hasn't landed quite as many. Good success ratio for Harrison. And that just sums him up, doesn't it? In bursts, in little cameos, he's really good.
Yeah, he certainly is. You know, you have to be good to win a gold medal at the Olympic Games. And, you know, we know he's got talent. Sometimes he's a little bit frustrated because he doesn't use that talent the way people would like to see. This one, for me, is still all to fight for. Pretty even Stevens.
The Irish colours of the 37-year-old Martin Rogan. Affable, popular guy. Jodie on the waistband, that's his little girl. Part-time actor, cab driver. And can he launch himself onto the domestic heavyweight scene with a big, big win here over Audley Harrison? Does he know enough? Harrison back behind the jab. He's trying to diffuse Rogan, stop him in his tracks. There's the right hand when he gets closer, and the crowd get more involved as well. Johnny Nelson was saying last night he's a sort of pantomime villain, isn't he, Audley Harrison? The one the British fans sort of want to hate, which is a bit unfair.
Yeah, it is a little bit unfair. But he was built up very, very high, wasn't he? And, you know, he said he was going to win world titles and do all sorts of things, and then didn't quite live up to that. Good right hands from Rogan inside. Harrison again looking to hold.
Hustle and bustle and determination. Body shots from Rogan. Said to me in the week that he doesn't want to fight a snail's pace like Harrison does, but like a Formula One car, and keep cranking up the heat on Harrison, break his heart. Easier said than done. He knows the risks when he comes in.
Rogan's got to get to Harrison a little bit quicker. He's moving his head side to side, but he's not moving in. He's got to move his head and then step and throw straight away. That was better. He tried it there.
He's not quite got the jab or the speed or the caginess of Harrison, but that was a good shot. He might have the power, and Harrison has to hold. Is that a breakthrough for Martin Rogan in the fourth round? Harrison didn't like that one bit.
No, it certainly looks as if he's hit properly, Harrison. He can be hurt. The legs become very heavy.
Will that drive Rogan on? Tries an uppercut. Is there a slight fragile nature to the Harrison chin? Not cold by Michael Sprott. Unhinged as well he was by Danny Williams in their first fight. And there's belief from Rogan. Another test of Audley Harrison's mettle, Glenn.
Yeah, Well, that's what we thought Rogan was going to bring out. He was going to test him. And they're in a little bit of disarray. Harrison, as the punches come in from Rogan. Strong, tough guy from Ireland. And there's the left hand. Harrison tried with his own left, but it was Rogan who got to the target.
Dustman, one friend. Come on, come on. Let's go. Come on. All right, let's go.
Second round 5.
They're really trying to motivate Audley Harrison in that blue corner. Not a good session for him, the previous one, and it starts with a right hand from Martin Rogan, the 5th. A huge underdog he was at the bookies, 4-1 against Harrison, a 7-1 on favourite with some. And Rogan said, I don't care about that. Boxing's there to turn results around. I'm a real tryer, and I'm going to break him, beat him up, he said.
Just running in with his chin up there, Rogan. But he's desperate to get to Harrison and land a punch, and he tries again with the right uppercut, and it's a little better work from Rogan.
Just talking to him in there, Audley Harrison. Ian John Lewis says, come on, let's have a fight. No holding. Right hand from Rogan. And is it Harrison who's guilty of this, Glenn?
Yeah, I think it is. Harrison not really good at fighting inside. He doesn't like it there. He needs to use the southpaw jab, bring the straight left in. That's where he does his best work.
Pouring with the jab, has the center of the ring. Harrison, where are the uppercuts that he showed us in the second?
Well, that's better from Harrison, working well behind the jab. Rogan unable to do anything. Then the left hand, then the uppercut. Much better from Harrison.
Beautiful barrage from Audley Harrison. There's the combinations. Walks into one though. Rogan fires back. Good action here in the 5th.
Yep, just starting to open up a little bit this fight. It's what we wanted to see.
Can Martin Rogan hang in there and bulldoze his way through? Make it a battle of attrition. Body shot. Just troubled Harrison.
Well, it's a good tactic to work to the body. Hard to reach the head of Harrison. He's so tall. But the body more difficult to move.
Harrison having success when he throws the jab. I mean, he really should be dealing with Martin Rogan in terms of skills, Glenn.
Yeah, he should be, and at times he does with a jab, but you know, one of the things that's often been said about Harrison, he doesn't do enough. You know, he seems to be lazy at times in there. And, you know, in this game, you've got to work. Nothing is given to you. You've got to take it.
This Christmas at...
There's the good jabs at the start of the round that just set Harrison up well. The left uppercut at this point, he looked like he was really going to dominate this round, but Rogan came back well. Wasn't all one way.
This is close. Harrison ahead on the head punches, but the body shots from Rogan, and the total just in the favour of the Irishman. Hanging in the balance a bit.
Yep, level on my card. Nothing to tell between the two.
I've got Rogan a round up. There's differing opinions at ringside. Some have Rogan a couple up, 1 or 2 level as well, like Glenn. Not many have it in Harrison's favour. Second half, scheduled for 10. And who will this suit more? down the stretch. Harrison's going to have to work, isn't he?
He certainly is. He's got to start to pick it up a little bit. He needs to be working that right-hand jab, the straight punches. He knows he can connect with Rogan if he does that, and then bring the uppercut in.
139th round of his professional career, which has seen 23 wins out of 26, Audley Harrison. As Rogan catches him with a right hand. Here we go. Big shots. Good defense from Harrison. Has to hold on. Will he be ground down? Brown really getting into this now.
He's looking to hold, he's looking to hang on. The uppercut was good from Rogan. Harrison calls Rogan in, and Rogan duly accepts that.
He doesn't mind it being a street fight, Martin Rogan. And now again he works the body, the hands are down, Harrison goading him. But again, where's the work rate from Audley Harrison?
Yeah, it's no good talking and calling him in. He's got to work.
He gave a big speech at the press conference this week about climbing Everest and not caring about his critics. Yes, I can, on his t-shirt when he came in, that he will be a world champion. On this evidence, he might not even beat Martin Rogan here. That's good with the jab from Harrison. Has he got the heart and the mental strength for this?
Well, you know, he's always saying he has. He's always saying he can do it. It's always going to come. Now's really the time to show it. You know, he's in here with pretty much a novice heavyweight. Let's not get carried away. Martin Rogan is nothing more than a novice heavyweight. He should be dealing with people like this with ease.
Yeah, he was an unknown when he came into the prize fighter tournament. He told us he'd win it through his guts and grit, and that's what it was. The engine, the chin, the desire. Rogan wanted that cash. Now he wants the scalp of Audley Harrison. So lethargic as he goes back to his corner, Harrison. Does he just like to fight at his own pace?
Well, he's a very big man, isn't he? You know, and I don't think he's got, you know, he's getting older. He's 37 now. He's not as sprightly as he was, and you saw that just walking back the corner, but he was in a little bit of trouble here from Rogan. A right hand just as he's crouching down, and that one took a little bit out of Harrison.
Look, in attack mode. Don't wait for one punch. Look, you gotta hit this body. Right. You know what I mean? Hit this body when you guys come in. Okay. To all I'm going, load up on the head, put the shot right on the heart, then right back to the body. Okay?
They want him to work the body, more agitation in that corner.
Bring it up and see, bring it right up here.
Eamon McGee driving Martin Rogan on. No character, Eamon McGee. What a hard man he was in the ring.
I suspect he still is quite a hard man, to be honest. And he's really up for this, isn't he? Eamon McGee, he wants to win himself.
Yeah, I think he'd jump in there and help him out, wouldn't he? But he can't, obviously. Audley Harrison enters the 7th round. Is this becoming last chance saloon for Harrison in his career? 37 now. How many more chances will he get? If he loses this to Rogan, Glenn, is it effectively over?
Well, I think we'll all say it is. I'm sure he won't. But, you know, he really has to do something here. He's threatened it for so long. It's time to do it.
Body shots from Martin Rogan. These rounds have been close, one or two messy.
But the work rate is coming from Rogan. You know, the intent, the one that's trying to get them off. Some of the better skills and some of the jabs from Harrison are very good, like that one there.
Well, that's what's annoying, isn't it? That, you know, there's a guy that's nearly 6'5" with with all these technical skills, the good jab, the southpaw, which is so difficult as well. And it just doesn't quite combine into the right mixture.
It's all about attitude in this game. You know, you need a fighter's heart, a fighter's attitude.
Maybe he had too easy a route at the beginning, but better jabs in the 7th. Good session this for Harrison, starting to drive that home.
Yeah, showing class with that powerful jab. Now he needs something behind it.
He can't deter Rogan though, who wants it rough and ready. Come on then, you might have all the skills in the world, but you won't beat my heart. That's what he's saying to him.
Yeah, Rogan won't be denied, keeps throwing the shots, keeps trying to get through. He's making a fight of this.
Now he uses the uppercut, which was the weapon that Harrison found in the 2nd round and hasn't really triggered off since then. Good uppercut, that one from Rogan.
But a much better fight than you see Audley Harrison in usually, isn't it? And that's because of Martin Rogan.
That was low. Yep, we thought it might happen, but we also thought that Rogan's crudeness would play into Harrison's countering skills. Hasn't quite worked out like that.
No, because he's infuriating, isn't he, for Harrison? He just keeps coming forward. He keeps letting the punches go when Harrison doesn't want to punch.
Body shots and uppercuts. It's the work rate. The lovely jabs executed by Harrison. See, that's incredible. Martin Rogan hasn't even landed a jab on Audley Harrison, and yet he might be winning the fight.
Well, that's really not his game. I don't think he was going to be expected to out-jab Harrison. He needed to get inside the jab. He didn't early on. There was 5 or 6 good, solid jabs from Harrison, but then for the other 2.5 minutes, there was very little, and he allowed Rogan into that round and maybe even allowed Rogan to out-point him in that round, be busier in that round.
There goes Eamon McGee in his ear again, the hard Irishman. They trained so hard in Belfast at John Breen's gym. Will that prove the difference tonight here? Straight on the attack, Martin Rogan.
Well, he's doing a good job, McGee. He's firing his charge up, isn't he? He's getting him to come out with a good attitude. Take the fight to Harrison.
He's only been half-hearted at this game, really, Martin Rogan, since he turned professional. Part-time actor. And his job as a cab driver, which he put on hold in the build-up for this.
Yep, Rogan, he's not acting now. This is serious. Good right hand to the body from him.
Starting to get the center of the ring, and you'd never thought he'd do that. Harrison waiting. Stalking. Landing the good jabs. Where's the follow-up attacks?
Well, he's looking for it now, Harrison, looking for the big left. Needs to bring a few more of them uppercuts in. He throws them well. That's better from Harrison.
Pushing Rogan back, using that size and strength, but it's that fierce determination again from Rogan. Body shot, that was quality as well too.
Keep working at him, son. Come on, boy, jump on him.
Well, the Irish got that upset win at Dagenham last night. Paul McCloskey against Colin Lynes. Are they going to have another here? Harrison. Whenever he's under pressure, Glenn, he just goes into a shell and tries to hold.
Yeah, he doesn't really know how to react when the punches are coming at him, how to just turn away from them and then whip back with his own shots. He just covers up. But he started the round well, Harrison, with some good jabs.
Yeah, he did. I mean, a lot of these sessions have been close, and he and John Lewis could score it, you know, one way than the other. Rogan has put so much into it, though. Harrison, when he's in control, boxes well, but where the crowd are going for Rogan again, like they did for Arias last time.
Yeah, some of the crowd booing, which I think is unfair, because this is it's a good fight, and you know, Harrison's having to fight, Rogan working very hard.
Body shot from Rogan, uppercut again, catches him late on, bell goes. Here John Lewis has to get in the middle. This is a good heavyweight scrap, no doubt about it. Couple of Irish flags around the XL centre here. Is Rogan going to win this, Glenn?
Well, it's very, very close. He did some good work at the end of the round for me. Harrison did better work at the beginning of the round where he was dominating behind the jab, but he's gutsy and he's landing good shots, and I'll tell you what, he's still well and truly in this fight in a big way, Martin Rogan.
Do that jab and feel it. Put the leg down. Do that jab and let it go. Do you know what I mean? Come on, you can do it.
Firing Harrison up. Look how many more Rogan has thrown and landed as well. What a great year he's had, Martin Rogan. Burst onto the heavyweight scene. Trying to look out for Frank Warren at ringside. He was just disgusted with Audley Harrison's performance in Manchester against George Arias. You know, if he doesn't win this one, I wonder which way Harrison will go.
Looking for the uppercut. Harrison, as Rogan comes forward, he needs to let the shot go, but not just look for it. That's one of the problems.
What's impressed me about Rogan, Glenn, is his body shots tonight. He's found the gaps underneath that defense of Harrison.
Yes, he has. At times, though, Harrison's shown some real class, some beautiful jabs. But Rogan doesn't want to be denied, does he?
Didn't in April at the York Hall Bethnal Green, and doesn't look like it again tonight. And remember, he's 37 as well, Glenn.
That's exactly right, but he's fresh, only a long amateur career. Been a pro a while now, also.
You know, if Audley Harrison's motto is, yes, I can become a world champion, I think Martin Rogan's, yes, I can beat you, I can win these fights. Because courage and desire have been plentiful. Bags of it from Rogan here.
But he's still got to make an imprint. He's still got to get through. There's good shots from Harrison. That's class from him.
Lovely cluster. But Rogan comes back with his own uppercut. Is this one of Audley Harrison's most exciting fights ever?
Yeah, it certainly is. And, you know, the reason why he's in the red court, he's called Martin Rogan. I think, you know, that's why the match was made. We knew Rogan would come and give it his all.
Okay, let's forget world titles or any talk like that. Let's have a rematch. Harrison has done well in the ninth.
Yeah, been a good round for Harrison. Looks a little ragged, the work of Rogan. Harrison's picked him apart, come in with some good shots. There's very little in this fight for me.
Is the tank emptying for Martin Rogan? Remember, he'd only ever boxed 30 rounds before this. He's had 9 to contend with in this one.
Yep, very inexperienced, isn't he? But, you know, you don't need experience to show back so hard.
Yeah, furthest he's ever been by a long way in a professional ring. Is it starting to tell? Harrison's round. This is very close and very tense.
Do not bring me. He has to come out. He has to come out now looking at it.
Really is. For me, I've got it all on this last round.
Take your hands up, move out of the road, and then push him back. Do you hear me now? What 3 minutes to do? This is yours, that's your case, son. This is your word.
Glenn's got it level, I've got it to Rogan by 1. General consensus at ringside is that no one has got Audley Harrison ahead, I don't think.
Centre, 10th and last round.
Yep. Most have Rogan just edging it. Could come down to this last session. And Rogan, big drive. Audley Harrison might have to work really hard here in the final 3 minutes and show us that he does want to go further than Martin Rogan.
Well, you know, there's a long way to go from where he is now, but he hasn't even won this yet. So it's really down. This could be such an important round in the life of Audley Harrison, in the career of Audley Harrison.
And see what it means to Martin Rogan as well. You know, title chances could come for him. However unlikely it might have seemed at the beginning of 2008, he's still unbeaten. Is he going to remain so, Rogan? 4-1 against before this fight.
Well, it's been a great story, that Martin Rogan, and it's getting better as it goes on. 37-year-old former cab driver, boxing tremendously well here. Harrison digging in, throwing the uppercuts, showing the desire as well, and a good body shot too. Should there be more of this earlier, though, from Harrison? Has he left it too late? Well, I think he's doing everything he can to get the win. I think he certainly knows it's pretty close. Rogan lands with an uppercut, tries again for one. Eamon McGee, John Breen screaming alongside us. Tel Torres looks concerned in the blue corner. Another defeat for Audley Harrison could spell the end. Body shots going in from Harrison. He's looking to step up the pace now. I think he's hurt Rogan with a body shot, and this is better from Harrison. Needs to keep this up to the final bell. Yep, classy uppercut. Will Ian John Lewis be able to split them? Could a draw be on the cards and then a rematch? Good body shot from Rogan, left hand. Done well with that all night. Back comes Harrison. Been a good heavyweight fight this. And Harrison, you know, he's doing well in the last round. Last 20. In the melting pot, Glenn. What do you think? Who deserves it? I think maybe in the last round, Harrison's just showing a little bit of class to grab the last round. And for me, maybe just nick this fight. I agree, Harrison takes the last one. I've got it all level. What's Ian John Lewis going to say? I think he's going for Martin Rogan. He is! What an upset! The Irish reign again! They did it last night in Dagenham. Eamon McGee, John Breen, and now Martin Rogan. 11 out of 11. The prize fighter champion takes the prize scalp of the Olympic champion, and Audley Harrison loses for the 4th time in his career. And is there a way back from that? Good fight, and Rogan maybe just wanted it that bit more. Well, Irish eyes are smiling, aren't they? Wow, he did well. He worked so hard. It was very, very close, but Harrison, I thought, just tipped it at the end. But Rogan, what a great, great effort all the way through that fight. Excellent work from him. Really tried so hard. What a night, what a year for Martin Rogan, the cab driver from Belfast.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of boxing, your referee Ian John Lewis scores the contest. 96 points to 95, the winner in the red corner from Belfast, Martin Rogan.
I said at the very start, thankfully to Barry Horn and Sky Sports that I got on Prize Fighter, and I showed what engine I had. You know, we don't all drive about in Irish and English cars with 2-litre engines. So for the America it's 5.8. I came with 5.8. Audley came in with a 2-litre, so, and it was a Cortina Ford make. One round I lost, and I think I showed it display. Audley's people boo Audley and I don't like him and everything else. I have an awful lot of respect for the man. As far as I'm concerned, I take people at face value. To me, he's a nice guy. He was following his dreams. His dreams didn't make out. I had to step in and stop that, because if you're going to dream during the day, follow your dreams into the night and continue and do something, you know. But hopefully he picks himself up and carries on. But in all respect to myself, that's only my 11th fight, and I was rid off long before. I'd only started when Audley won his first Olympic gold medal. All respect to what he done for his country. Take my hat off to him. And 8 years I sit and watching it on TV and never put a set of gloves on in my life. 8 years later I'm boxing in beautiful England with beautiful fans around me. Harry's fans back home, all rooting for me. Some obviously disagree with me, saying I can't make it. Prove them wrong, I can't make it.
Well done tonight.
Thanks.
Future looks bright for Martin Rogan, but where does that leave Audley Harrison? He's been speaking to Ed Robinson.
You know, take my hat off to the guy, rough, tough guy. You know, I thought I had control of him from about the 5th. He hurt me in about the 5th or the 6th, and I mean, mentally, I felt like I took over him mentally. I just couldn't get him keeping rushing me. I just couldn't get my shots off. But you know what I mean, I showed, you know, he caught me some good punches. You know what I mean, the toughness that they say I don't have, I think I showed it in this fight. You know what I mean, he hurt me a couple of times. I came back at him, and was ready to take over the fight. I mean, I lost by 1 round, but I felt maybe I could have lost by even, 2 rounds. I'm not arguing with the defeat, but you know, I was almost there. It almost happened. It almost clicked in. Like I said, the heart, the toughness, all those things that they think I didn't have. I think I showed that very well tonight, and like I said, I almost got him. You know what I mean? Like I said, the dream ain't over. I'm going to go back to the drawing board. I got to pick up my work rate, It almost, like I said, it almost was there. Like, rough, tough guy. He hurt me a couple of times, took it, no problem. And like I said, I walked to him and I said, yeah, bring it. Come on, bring it. You know what I mean? The fighting heart that they say I don't have, I think I showed that. And you get me, it ain't over. There's no way it's over. You get me 10 rounds with a guy coming at me, and I'm going to find a way to make it work. You know what I mean? So I'm taking all credit to Martin Rogan. Good performance for him. I know I hurt him a few times. I wasn't able to finish him. I couldn't step on the gas. Like I think the second or the third round, I think I broke my jaw. Or it felt like I broke my jaw in there. I didn't let it put me off. I tried to just stay with the game, but I couldn't get my jab off. Every time he kept on rushing me, kept on getting him out the game. You know, as I was looking at that single shot, hurt him a few times. Just wasn't able to finish him. So, you know what I mean? 2009, I'm coming back. Whatever Frank Warren's saying, you get me? I'm going to find a way. I'll be in the ring again next year. You get me? I'm going back to the gym Monday. 10 hard round, going back to the gym when I go home. And you'll see me again next year, no doubt about it.
What do you think of what you've just said there, Nicky?